In order to correctly launch the heatmap analysis of SmartR, we start, like for every other analysis, in the Comparison tab to select our subsets. If you select one subset, you will have basic ranking criteria available, such as variance or Z-score range, in order to display the most significant genes based or according to that ranking criteria. If you select two subsets, you will have a new set of ranking criteria, such as the b-value, the p-value, the log-fold change, which is based on the same algorithm than the marker selection in the old advanced workflows. For now, we will just select this study you can see here on the left side in our I2B2 tree. In the first box of the SmartR heatmap analysis, you want to drop the high-dimensional data node you would like to visualize. Make sure that is the mRNA node, as no other type is supported at the moment. In my case, I was choosing this node containing 23 patients. In the second box, you want to drop low-dimensional numerical data. Of course, this is optional. In my case, I was picking those three numerical nodes. If you want to further expand the heatmap by categorical nodes, you can drop numeric categorical nodes in that second box here. In my case, I was picking time, scanner reference, and individuals for demonstration purpose. Then you select the ranking criteria you would like to use. As I mentioned earlier, for one subset you have only a very basic one available, such as Z-score range or variance. After that you choose whether you want to discard genes which don't have a name or identifier. Once you were filling out these fields, you can launch the analysis, and you have to wait a little moment as a lot of data are gathered in the background and the computation is also quite heavy. Once the data are displayed, you will see this. One of the basic features of the heatmap is that you are able to hover with the mouse over every cell and receive detailed information such as the Z-score of that data point, the real value, the significance, which is also displayed on the left side, the patient ID, the probe, and much more. If you would like to sort the heatmap by feature or by patients, you simply press the buttons you can find on the side or on the top. And you see that the heatmap is sorted according to this. On the top of the heatmap, you can find the low-dimensional data you can optionally add to your heatmap. As you see, they are bound to the patients as well as the features. What we can see here is we have one binary value or binary node which has values of 1 or 0. We have continuous values and we have categorical values, respective the time, the scanner reference, and the individuals, as you can see here on the side as well. Of course, you can zoom everything. This feature is quite useful because you often have very big heat maps and you want to get an overview of the whole of your data. For colorblind people or for different types of data, such as sequential data or maybe you just would like a different color scheme, you are able to pick a different color up here. And as you can see, the heat map colors are automatically adapting to your choice. One of the most interesting features of the heat map is the availability of clustering your whole data on the fly. For your demonstration purpose, I will cluster my data with a hierarchical algorithm. As a distance criteria, I use Euclidean, and as a linkage method average. As you can see, the heat map is clustered on the fly, and on the top and on the right, our dendrograms, or the trees which represent the distance between the clusters, are appearing. If you hover over a node, you will see the height of each of that clusters. By clicking on one of them, you are able to select the patients within that cluster. This is useful in case you would like to select a certain set of patients for further analysis. In that case, you will want to update your cohorts, which will change the initial selection you made in the comparison tab and allows you to run a different analysis with those patients. Another really interesting feature is the ability to expand your heatmap on the fly. In the old advanced workflows, it was only possible to display an initial set of features. Now, if you don't think that 100 genes are enough, you are able to click this button and another 100 rows will be appended to your heatmap. The last feature I would like to show is the following. Assuming you find this gene really interesting, maybe because of the very low expression value it has, then you can just click on it, and what will happen is it will open a new web page on genecards.org based on the gene you were clicking on, and you get further information. Future features will include the ability of clicking on a dendrogram on the cluster, on the row dendrogram, which will open the pathway in which these genes are contained.